creatures of my world, and welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. It's a cold day here. You can't quite hear it, but the wind is whipping through the side of the house. It's going to be much colder tomorrow. We're going to wake up tomorrow to a balmy 3 degrees in the far north of Maine, up along the Canadian border. And if you're new to the county, welcome to your first winter. Just remember, at minus in degrees, everything will freeze, including your vehicle. There's going to be a lot of people calling up the shop tomorrow morning. We've been talking to the guys at the shop, and they're all going to bed early today. Nobody wants to go get a pizza with us. They're all going to bed early because they're going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get people to work, because it never fails. The first minus in degrees, everybody's going to call for a service call to their dooryard so that they can get to work. Now, if you do have to call the garages tomorrow, be prepared for a long wait. You can go at 4 o'clock in the morning. They'll get to you by 9. I'm telling you, this is how it works up here. You're going to be 3 to 5 hours late to your shift tomorrow if you don't take proper precautions tonight. What we do here on the homestead, I don't know if it works for you, but it works for us. Because I had granddads that were so sick of coming to jumpstart my vehicle so I could get to school in the morning. Take your battery in at night. That's what we do. Doesn't matter if it's a new battery or a not so new battery. Just bring it on in. Make that battery nice and warm and cozy, so that when you try to start your vehicle tomorrow, you're starting it with a warm battery, especially if you don't have diesel or a garage. We don't have a garage for old Bess because she is a decommissioned military vehicle from Loring Air Force Base. So she don't fit in the garage. Our garage was built for a short car. She's a very tall car. And we like her to start. The other thing that we do is we got the wind blowing in from the north. Old Man Winter making his appearance. Well, we park old Bess so that her front end is facing with the way the winds ain't blowing. We like to have that air blow up the tailpipe. I also put a blanket over the back of my vehicle so that air really isn't going through the tailpipe. Just saying, that's what I do. I baby my vehicle. She's an old gal, but she gets us where we want to go. And in the event of Armageddon, we'll be pushing people out of the way with her. That's just the type of van she is. Then the third thing that I do is I put a quilt over her hood after it's cooled off. So he all going to pull it in the yard. We're going to situate her. We're going to have supper. We're going to lock up the barn. We're going to hang out and have some conversation. And a few hours are going to go by. And that hood is going to feel cold because everybody needs, there's safety warnings everywhere. Then I put the quilt over her. Gives her a little bit of extra insulation. Had my vehicle not had to leave the dooryard today, I would pop the hood, and I would pack that whole engine compartment with our winter blankies to keep her nice and warm throughout the night, because it's going to be miserable tomorrow. I hope everybody else is having a beautiful day wherever you might be. I hope you're having a day filled with fabulosity and dang good coffee. We're going to talk about the rage that is on the internet, the rage that is translating from the internet into real life, IRL. People are so angry everywhere because of this stuff on the internet. My stuff included. We had one of these the other day. Blocked and deleted. I don't like doing shorts. Y'all know I don't like doing shorts. I find them mindless, useless. I no longer chop and channel the video, though. I've learned to do a mini infomercial about a long format episode, and I link that in the bottom of the short, which is great. I am a short scroller. Like, I doom scroll all day long, but at night I want the brain to be shut off, so I just watch shorts endlessly for hours and hours and hours until I fall asleep, because it's just like there. I don't want to say it's highly low IQ, but it's there. It's like if you have the attention span of a flea, shorts are good for you. And shorts are good if you just want to relax the brain. And that's what I do. But some people live on the short thing, and they are trying to understand who the content creator is. They are trying to understand what the content creator represents, what the moral values of the content creator are, what political affiliation you are, who you are as a human being, and they're trying to understand that and analyze all of that within less than a minute. No back content, no conclusion, just, and they get mad. We had this one particular little ragazzino. Definitely wouldn't do it if I was a male content creator. Definitely wouldn't do it to my face, even if my husband wasn't standing behind me, because that's just how these people are. We've had a few of them that are like that, little ragazzinos. And they go after women, and that's okay. You can tell. What this person was trying to do was put the comment on to get everybody from my channel to go watch their channel. Kind of like they were trying to use, I'm running the show here. I'm doing the free internship for YouTube on my channel, not you. So what we have is we have filters, and those filters stop people from putting their @channel handle in, or hashtags in, or websites in, or anything like that, so that you can't be moved from my video onto somebody else's channel and they're just a moon that space shot, and then everybody's mad at the content creator because they got it from your comment section. So we don't do that here. And this person got angry about that and just went on and on and on. And the last bit of the thread was because I wasn't engaging in the argument with this fine gentleman. He let me know that I was a see you next Tuesday. And we're going to see him next Tuesday too. Blocked, deleted. We had another idiot that, I shouldn't say idiot, another idiot a few months ago that, he's the most concerned citizen in the world, trying to make his bones off of missing people. But anyway, that's a whole nother saga. Come at the channel because I wouldn't let that ragazzino, that little boy, had a temper tantrum because I wouldn't allow a link to the flyers that he was making for missing people. I don't know where these links go, so I have strict filters that don't allow that. So if you ever tried to do that on my channel, your comment disappears. And he called me a lot of nice little names, but then he stalked me because we blocked and deleted him too. But then he keeps coming back every now and again. Can't figure out why his comments aren't put there. Accuses me of deleting his comments when it's just a filter system. But he comes back under different names. And he's harassing everybody in the missing person world. And we just don't mention him by name here. Because, my friends downtown are very curious. So we've had a lot of that going on. A lot of anger-fueled people. And I blame AI. I blame AI for this low frequency that is being put out in the world. This void that people are being sucked into. It's a void filled with a lot of anger. And it's translating from these devices into the supermarket, into Walmart, into Martin's, into the fast food joint. And we're watching more and more people have temper tantrums all over the place. As a matter of fact, last night on the Citizens group, somebody said, and there's a big discussion about it, somebody was arrested last night up at the grocery store for being a little bit angry at women in the grocery store and pushing them, shoving them at the market in the far north of Maine. He was arrested. It's absolutely incredible the amount of unhinged anger there is in the world. And when people don't get their way, it's like their brains explode. I have never in my life experienced the hate-fueled rage that I'm watching going on around me in the community, in the cities. It's just absolutely crippling, and I blame AI. AI is doing a lot of damage. There are a lot of content creators that shouldn't be content creators, and they have AI write their scripts for them, write their shows for them. Now, we played around a little bit with it. We've been doing a little series about the AI data center we're getting at Loring Air Force Base and my relationship with Grok. And if you missed the last episode, we broke up again, and this time it's permanent. And how it was just a little bit of usage, just a few weeks, was really robbing me of my ability to be creative. I asked Grok for little titles on my videos and all of that, and then I discovered that when it came time for me to write the funny little title that would attract y'all to watch my video, I couldn't do it. So we broke up again. And that's just in the course of a few weeks as to how my creativity started diminishing. And AI is writing a lot of rage bait, and a lot of rage bait titles, a lot of rage bait shows. Listen, if you can't figure out how to sit in front of your camera and talk to your audience without reading from a script, without having all these jump cuts in there, maybe you ought not be a content creator. We do it very simply over here. I'm live, pre-recorded. I don't have time to edit the main body of my video. Yes, every once in a while you'll see a jump cut and I'll come on and say, hey, how about that jump cut? Because something happened on the homestead. A dog barked trying to kill somebody who was knocking on my door, or somebody walked through the video, asked a question, thought I was talking to the thin air or something. But we run a working homestead. A lot of things go on. And I will tell you when I have to jump cut. Otherwise, we pre-record live, and then I put a front end on, I put a back end on, and it's all me in the middle. No fancy graphics. No, I'm sitting in my Fiber podcast studio. We have a cup of coffee. We talk a little bit, and then off I go to do my real life, and off you have to go to do your real life. Some episodes are great, some episodes are not, but we are totally unscripted here. And if you need a script for everything, maybe you shouldn't be in this business. Just saying. That was my little snarkiness. These platforms have so much AI slop on it, so much AI rage bait. And once one content creator starts doing it, everybody's got to follow suit, especially if those videos are getting the views. Now, my news and politics, when I do shows on news and politics, coming right up, we're going to be talking about the food stamp debacle that's going to hit Maine with the 21 states. That will not give the USDA and the administration the names of the people on food stamps, so we're all going to be cut off again, but that's a whole nother episode. Anyways, these shows are being pushed by the AI, and other categories are being suppressed. So my news and politics, those videos don't get hardly no watches. So if you see one, just go give it a thumbs up. Just watch it. Watch the introduction. It's usually 3 minutes long, and that'll get me a watch on there. Simple as that. There are other categories where the videos absolutely fly. When I do videos about shopping hauls, we get over 1,000 views on those. These things where I talk about AI is running the planet now. These videos don't go very far. Your brain is being rewired by the content on these devices, and it's becoming more and more pronounced and more prevalent, bleed over into real life, and we're just watching it, and it's absolutely crazy. These platforms are driving people nuts. They're driving people nuts. And when people don't get their way, little ragazinos. They create a stink. They create a temper tantrum. And they'll create it in the market. They'll create it right online. And they will do anything and everything to disrupt your life and make things miserable and make you not want to create content because they don't have the freaking capability to do it. And we got to decompress. I think everybody has to decompress. You know, some episodes that we do, they're really funny. And some ain't so much. Some I'm distracted. Some days are just bad days. I don't put up content Saturday through Monday as a general rule of thumb because I'm out there touching grass. Everybody hates that expression. But you need a break. You need a break from this stuff. You cannot get sucked into that black hole of anger that AI is perpetuating. Can't do it. Life has its important moments. It's all the small moments. It's not this. It's all the small moments in your real life. It's all the people you can actually talk to. It's the people that you can actually touch, hold hands with, take a walk with, go shopping with, give a hug to, give a kiss to. People that stand face to face directly with you. All those people and all those small moments, that is what life is about. That keeps us balanced, even the ones that are idiots and irritate the hell out of us IRL in our own family. They're important. They've been put in your life for a reason, and it's generally to balance you out. You need dang good coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful creatures of my world. You need dang good coffee in your life. Absolutely. Enjoy your coffee. Take a break with your coffee. I like sitting here in the podcast studio watching the snow fall. I like sitting here in the podcast studio talking to everybody over a cup of coffee. Sometimes the shows are just feel-good based because I'm sick of what's going on out there too. And always, always, always a big combatant of what is going on in this video sphere is to be the kindness that you want to see in the world. Don't be these guys. There's no reason to. If you find yourself getting angry throughout your day, examine what you did just prior to that uprise of anger and irritation on the inside. What triggered that? And then don't do that anymore. It's just that simple. Put the devices away because no one promised us a tomorrow.